Rightio, welcome everyone to round 8 review and round 9 preview of Premier League, our CUB Premier League. I'm Stephen Later and this is
Tapper back
Tapper,
to bring a bit of excitement back into the show this week.
We pay every week but never see. Well, finally here.
Yeah, back on deck. So looking forward to this episode and looking forward to the finals only around the corner. So.
Be lucky it's finishing because if anyone's noticing my shirt, probably won't fit by the end of the season. I've got on the push-up challenge, so I'm going
push-up challenge.
22 push-ups a day for 22 days in a row.
Is that all you can manage, 22?
Oh, definitely. Should see.
Anyway, we'll have a look at round 8 in the first match. Hybrids had a pretty good win against the Granddads, 132 to 114. So heavy going the heavy track must be a bit hard on the Granddads at the minute. We had Peter Bowick leading the way, 35 for the Hybrids.
Kim Richardson, pretty solid, and Karen and Paul Bowick.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the scores over the last few weeks, but Kim was up there early for Brownlow votes, so I'm sure I haven't seen him for it.
Probably never hear the end of it if he won, so fingers crossed it doesn't happen.
And Jack Crawford, the only real notable for the Granddads, 34. So good effort by him.
A hole-in-one man, Brian O'Neill, 28.
Yeah.
And Reluctant Heroes versus the Offcuts.
Yeah, your old team, last year's team.
Get my purple shirt out.
They're flying, coming into the finals, and a good win, 136 to 119. Kirk Hartley, 35. He's been pretty solid this year. Jay Bennett, 34. And Steve Jones, 34 as well. He's been pretty quiet this year, I think, hasn't he, Steve Jones?
Yeah.
A few shank problems, I think, along the way. And
Johnny Tomlinson, chimed in with 33.
Yeah, he's done some of his best work this year as well. He hasn't brought any clubs in to get fixed, but he has mentioned there's a couple in half at home, so maybe a bit embarrassed to bring him in and get fixed this year.
After his bunker episode.
Yeah, that was a good effort. But Mike Mangiamelli, 31, and Craig Vessel, 30 for the Offcuts, did pretty well. And Dancing Legs, Brad Mason, 29. Not bad from him either. That doesn't come out in practice one bit. So they're abouts the Offcuts for their first year, so they've done pretty well. Next one, Party Turtles just got over Chubbs Peterson, 127 to 124.
Probably cost Chubbs Peterson a shot at finals that loss.
Well, they've still got a chance. There's a few scenarios we'll go through shortly that confuse me and I'm sure confuse you and everyone else, but things can happen that they can still get in. But yeah, it definitely didn't help their cause to get in the top 4. Kieran Dullard led their way of 38, which is a good score, probably the best score of the players this week. So no doubt he'll be in the awards, I would have thought.
Chad Jones, 31, and Paul Allen, 30. Keogh, probably not great scores, but then...
No, Party Turtles didn't do much either. They've only just done enough with Jay Scott, 33, and Damien Borden, 33, just to... probably a little bit more consistent, I suppose.
Given the conditions, it's probably a good result. Mixed bag. Got the job done against the bye.
That's the only win they've had this year, so they've had a couple of draws, but that's been a very ordinary season by Morgans and his team. So he'll
past champions. He'll be at the draft camp as we speak. I think
he'll be filthy. I reckon, but I reckon he's got his mind on other things, and with Vanuatu tournament coming up for him in the near future. So I don't think he's.
Are you accusing him of not being a team player?
I think his mind might be elsewhere and really concentrating down the track.
Backhanded slap of saying
Well, maybe he didn't start like that, but once the team started losing, it might have went somewhere else. So, but he's led his team there with 32, but no one really behind him to help him out that week. So 122 was the best they could do.
Because he wouldn't have a good score.
No, that's right.
Did have a good score.
No, he did. Just thinking about himself again.
Slamming the guy.
That's all right. He loves it. And the Fockers just keep rolling on. 125 defeated the Cinderella Boys, 120. Not a great win, but they got the job done anyway. So they're sitting on top of the ladder with one round to go in the normal.
By less than 1%.
Yeah, it'd be great to see them go in straight sets again. Finish on top of the ladder. And
the Port Adelaide of Premier League.
They'd nearly have to give up if that happens again, I reckon. Yeah. There's no point even turning up again.
Mark Choco Williams. Joker.
That'll be Stewie Manson and Pete Duran at the end of this year again, maybe. But
we wouldn't get stuck into much about that.
No. You've been quiet on Facebook, hasn't you, this year, Stewie? Hasn't popped up much on their wins. No, good. But Snags, 33, and Stewie, 32, led the way for the Fockers, and Trav Clack chimed in with his mate overseas still, and he's been still coming out, having a
Killed
bash.
out.
Yeah, and Robbie 29. And Rocket led the way for Cinderella Boys, who are in the top 4. Doesn't matter, they're in finals, and they've got a chance this week to have a big win against the bye and sneak into the top 2 if all things go their way, which we'll get onto in a minute. And Trent Whiston 31 for Cinderella Boys. So
Round 9, the hybrids versus Reluctant Heroes.
yeah, that's one that's crucial for Cinderella Boys and a few other teams to sneak into the top 4. Top 4. Grandad's +1 and Chubbs Peterson, another crucial match. They need to, well, one of them are going to win obviously and have a real good chance to get in the top 4 again if things go their way. So probably more so the Granddads. Oh no, sorry Chubbs, they're the hybrids. I don't know, it's all too confusing. I've got no idea, but
Still
there's-
got no idea.
There's lots of scenarios that can happen. The offcuts, mixed bag, not really a match to really worry about. I'm saying that the offcuts can still sneak in the top 4 if things go their way. Mixed bag
They
about
need a massive percentage
they would,
boost.
they would, and everyone else to lose, but mixed bag about the only ones that can't get in at all. And the Party Turtles versus the Fockers. Then, as I said, the Cinderella Boys have the bye, so they need to have a big win against the bye Cinderella Boys, and the
Need,
Fockers and Reluctant Heroes to lose, and
it's
they
in-
might sneak into the top 2.
Really, Party Turtles, if they win, it pretty much shuts the gate there, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. If Party Turtles win, or in saying that, who do Reluctant Heroes play again? The Hybrids. So if the Hybrids beat Reluctant Heroes, Cinderella Boys have a big win, they'll sneak up to second, maybe, by percentage, because they're only 0.5 away. So, and then if the Hybrids win, Party Turtles lose, they can sneak into the top 4. Granddads win, they sneak into the top 4 if Party Turtles lose. So there's lots of things going on this week. It's going to be a
Almost
big round.
200 for a minute.
It is. My head's been going in circles for 2 weeks trying to work it out.
You've only been looking at this.
That's because I've been having end day for the last 2 weeks. That's the only reason. But lots of scenarios. I reckon we'll just sit back on Saturday and let them play and see what happens. And Saturday night we'll get on and see who's in the top 4 and we'll go straight into the finals. I think there's been a bit of a revamp of the finals, maybe.
Yeah, finals look like being run by the end of August now, so we'll run through consecutively with no breaks. So I think that's a really good move, especially if you get into a bit of form. You can run it through rather than having to have a week or 2 off. So
Yeah.
I think
I think most people would have seen that the grand final and all the finals were set over 13th of August and nearly 4 weeks off into the 3rd of September and then into the 17th of September for grand final. So we'll compress that a little bit and just run it over 3 weeks and have it all done by the end of August. As you say, it'll be better for the teams that are out there playing and they can organise their players a bit better and make sure they're just available for 3 weeks, not another month. But let's get through this Saturday first and see what happens.
yeah, course is obviously pretty damp after 24 mils of rain. We've currently got preferred lies on the course, so that will help everyone. And I can't see that not being in place for this weekend's matches. So carts will be assessed later in the week, but they're off till at least Saturday. So
Play a big part in the Granddads.
they
Stick
will.
everything on,
Yeah, carts hurt them. Old Jack Crawford can't get out on his surfboard.
No, and Terry Jeffries can't get on his little ride-on, so
So yeah.
could play a big part in some results if the carts can't get out. But we'll see what happens on Friday afternoon when Andrew makes that call. Pretty quiet. We're both off that Saturday. This round was played, so we haven't really got any.
Got no dirt on anyone.
Villains or anything like that. So
And anything that Dale was told she can't remember.
no,
so
she said I'm old. I can't remember. So she gets all the week for that comment, I
yeah,
reckon.
definitely.
Yeah. But thank you to who we got, CUB.
Not very good at this.
I keep forgetting.
CUB,
Yep.
the name that's on the front of your shirt
Yeah.
there, and on your hat that's on
That's
your
right.
head.
Yeah. I don't know. I just put it on.
And the lady who's in marketing, her name's Amy.
Yes, thank you, Amy, yeah, for all your hard work again. So,
Thanks everyone.
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, hopefully a bit of dry conditions now for a few weeks and get everyone out on the course, start enjoying ourselves again. Thanks.
That's it. Thank
See
you.
you next week.